Iran says its supreme leader just held a meeting. The problem? No photos, no video of the meeting itself, just a statement and a lot of unanswered questions. This is the latest twist in the mystery surrounding Mojtaba Khamenei's health. Here's what Iranian state media is saying. President Masoud Pezeshkian reportedly sat down with Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei right as Pezeshkian entered the third year of his presidency. According to Iran's state broadcaster Press TV, the two discussed the country's economic pressures, the ongoing war with the US and Israel, and Iran's military situation. They also reportedly talked about managing the currency, energy resources, and dealings with foreign partners. Khamenei's own office confirmed the meeting happened, but didn't say exactly when or where. And the timing here is everything. This announcement comes just days after Israeli media outlets reported that Khamenei was in an extremely critical condition, possibly hospitalized. So this meeting looks a lot like damage control, an attempt by Tehran to prove its supreme leader is alive, coherent, and still calling the shots. It also follows a short video released by Iran's Mehr news agency, just 12 seconds long, showing Khamenei appearing healthy and speaking with advisors. But that clip was undated, and nobody said where it was filmed. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Just days earlier, President Pezeshkian himself admitted that communicating with Khamenei had become extremely difficult. Some reports even suggest Pezeshkian was left frustrated after a previous attempt to reach him and had to request another meeting.
Well, they carried out this extremely brutal act, killing Iran's supreme leader. Of course, they did not think that the society in this country would be able to carry on, but it did. Our dear new leader was elected. It is very difficult to get in touch with him right now, but in any case, his presence is a major source of strength for us. Some of the people who were trying to stir up division and bring that rift back to life, so they could then push forward the agendas they had within their own political factions, kept blowing this issue, Mojtaba Khamenei's opposition to the deal in principle, out of proportion. What he had said was completely correct. He had a particular view of the matter. In the final assessment reached by that same council, the results were reported to him, and he said, "If it receives 3/4 of the vote, I will accept it." Instead of 3/4, it received 12 out of 13 votes, and he accepted it.
So which is it? Is the supreme leader actively directing the war effort, or is Iran scrambling to project stability it doesn't actually have? Right now, there's no independent way to verify any of this. No photo, no footage of the actual sit-down, just a statement from Khamenei's office and a post on X. This all comes against the backdrop of a country under enormous pressure, an active war, a battered economy, and a leadership vacuum that's been growing since Khamenei's father was killed earlier this year. For a regime built on projecting strength and control, even the appearance of uncertainty at the very top is dangerous. So is this proof Khamenei is fine, or just the latest piece of a much bigger cover-up? Is Iran's supreme leader alive, or is this a rerun? Because state TV just dropped a video to prove he's fine. One problem, nobody can say when it was filmed. Let's rewind. For days, Israeli media has been whispering the unthinkable, that Mojtaba Khamenei, Iran's new supreme leader, is fighting for his life. Hospitalized, critical, maybe worse. One source didn't even bother softening it, telling reporters they wouldn't be shocked to hear he's already gone. That's not a rumor. That's a countdown clock. So what does Tehran do? It reaches for the oldest trick in the authoritarian playbook, the proof-of-life video. State media rolls footage. Khamenei looking composed, looking fine. Case closed. Right? Except the video has no date stamp, no timestamp, no way to confirm it wasn't filmed weeks or months ago. It's less, here's the truth, and more, trust us. Here's the backstory that makes this so juicy. Khamenei only took power after his father was killed in a joint US-Israeli strike back in February. And since then, 0 live public appearances, 0 speeches, just written statements, filtered through intermediaries. Reports claim he was disfigured in the very strike that killed his father and has been hiding ever since, running the regime through a whisper network to dodge being targeted himself. Iran calls the injuries superficial. Trump, on the other hand, called him 90% gone. Even Iran's own president has admitted it. Getting a straight answer from the supreme leader is, in his words, very difficult. When your own government can't easily reach its top man, that's not stability. That's a leadership vacuum wearing a state-approved video as a disguise. So, proof of life or performance? One thing's certain. When a regime has to release a video just to prove its leader is breathing, the rumors have already won half the battle.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.